Welcome back everyone, this is TTS Daily, I'm Yi. Earlier last week we've had a terrifying week for air travel. Azerbaijan Air crashed just yesterday morning, Sunday morning at local time Korea, 9 AM. Jeju Air Flight 7C2216 crashed. This was a 15-year-old Boeing 737-800 plane and it was a flight scheduled from Bangkok, Thailand to Muan, South Korea. There were 175 passengers and 6 crew members on board. There was a warning issued by the control tower of a potential bird strike just before landing, and the pilot declared a mayday 1 minute later, suggesting an emergency due to this strike. And from this video footage of the landing, which we will not be able to show in whole, you can see that the plane was attempting to do a belly landing. You can see the back landing gears were not deployed at all. This indicates a failure or inability to deploy the landing gear, possibly due to the bird strike affecting the mechanics or hydraulics. The plane overshot the runway, skidded and collided with a concrete wall at the end of the runway, leading to the plane disintegrating in an explosion. The aircraft's tail was the only part retaining recognizable shape post-crash, with the rest being nearly unrecognizable. Out of the 181 occupants, 179 were confirmed deceased, with only 2 crew members surviving, both from the rear end of the aircraft. They were conscious but injured. Jeju Air has issued an official apology, with the CEO taking full responsibility. You can see from the video here. South Korea has declared 7 days of national mourning for the victims. Flight data and cockpit voice recorders were recovered and official investigations are underway. Our thoughts and condolences to all victims and families of this tragedy. So we're now at JB, Johor Bahru, where Lady A and her friends were planning to have a 2-night getaway at Hallmark Regency Hotel in Johor Bahru. Okay, 2 of them arrived early on December 13. They went out the whole day shopping, had their fun, came back to the hotel at 3 AM. That's when Lady A felt itchy and discovered there were bites on her body around 5 AM. She then found a bed bug crawling on her bed sheet. They then immediately reported the issue to the hotel staff at 5:30 AM and requested for a room change. The staff was surprised and moved them to a second room. This second room, however, was a windowless room. Imagine that, a room with no natural sunlight. So the 2 friends went to the new room and they see, oh my god, there's no windows. Oh my god, this is giving me chills. This is giving me spooks. They went back to the counter. Please, we can't take this. Give us another room, please. Hotel staff obliged, gave them a 3rd room. And now in this 3rd room, they go in, and the moment they go in, the first thing they see is a clump of hair on the floor. It's like, yo, did housekeeping clean this room? How can you miss such an obvious clump of hair on the floor right there? Okay, like, those are really long hair, a clump right there. Are those human hair, or is this like spirit hair or what, you know? And they say the curtains were stained, so they were like, okay, this is maybe the room not clean, you know. And further to that, the room was a corner room, you know. So if you are superstitious, you would know that 1, second room windowless, no natural sunlight, you know, bad feng shui, the energy no good, you know. Some people scared of that. Yeah. 3rd room, corner room. Some people believe, superstitious people believe, spirits like to dwell at the ends of the hallway, you know. So corner room, some people will specifically request when you're checking into a hotel, please, no corner room, you know, so you know. So anyway, they're thinking, okay, this is not right. We need to find accommodation elsewhere. But this is like 5:30, 6 AM by this point. So Lady A and her friends emailed the hotel seeking compensation, you know, because they need to cancel their 3 rooms. Remember, 2 of them arrived early, with the other remaining 4 friends arriving later the next day for a total of 3 rooms. So finally, Agoda actually gave Lady A a full refund for all 3 rooms, but Lady A is still unsatisfied. She is dissatisfied. Which is the correct word? Dissatisfied or unsatisfied? Anyway, Lady A sought further compensation for the distress, medical expenses for the bed-bug bites, and the inconvenience of finding new accommodations for 6 people at short notice. I mean, what do you all think, squad? I mean, is it fair to ask for further compensation despite already getting a full refund for all 3 rooms from Agoda? Should Hallmark Regency Hotel in Johor Bahru compensate? We're back in Singapore right now, where an elderly woman, 78 years old, was hospitalized in ICU due to gastrointestinal bleeding 3 days after receiving TCM treatment. So this 78-year-old old lady had signed up for a 17,000 TCM treatment package without her children's knowledge. After her treatments, she was feeling more and more unwell and more tired, but she continued going, you see, and on her third visit, a different medicinal paste was used, which temporarily made her feel more alert, you know. So this was the first red flag here, because we will explain why in a while's time. So finally, this old lady went there for 5 visits in total, okay? They switched the medicinal paste on the 3rd visit. After the 5th visit, she was found unconscious by her son on November 10, 3 days after the 5th visit, leading to emergency surgery for gastrointestinal bleeding. Doctors suspect that the medicinal paste might contain steroids, which could contribute to her health issues. That's why, from the 3rd visit onwards, she was more alert, because doctors suspect there are steroids in the medicinal paste, you know. So the family has been asking the TCM clinic, please disclose to us what are the ingredients you use. But the TCM clinic has refused to disclose the ingredients of the medicinal paste, citing confidentiality. I mean, is this right? Is this negligence here? Are we talking about negligence right here? I'm no lawyer, so what the TCM clinic could offer to the family though is a $4,000 refund, but only if you can provide official hospital documents. The old lady's children lodged a police report, filed complaints with the Traditional Chinese Medicine Practitioners Board and the Consumer Association of Singapore. The poor old lady is now significantly weakened, needing assistance for daily activities after her month-long hospital stay. First of all, if you're gonna sign up for such an expensive package, 17,000 TCM treatment package, you should, you know, try to discuss it with your family members, especially if you have, you know, adult children who can come together and make decisions better. And something new that I've learned today is even medicinal paste, you should take into factor the ingredients. I have never ever suspected that there could be steroids in medicinal paste, which of course this is allegedly by their doctor's suspicion, because we do not know for sure, as the TCM clinic doesn't want to disclose. We will keep up to date with this news if there are any updates. There was a freak accident on the morning of December 28 in Singapore AYE at the Ayer Rajah Expressway. A lorry, a heavy vehicle, was carrying 2 large cement blocks, and there was a 58-year-old motorcyclist riding behind it when the large cement block came loose, fell off the lorry and hit the motorcyclist riding behind it. The motorcyclist was pronounced dead at the scene by an SCDF paramedic. The 46-year-old lorry driver was arrested for causing death by a negligent act. A cyclist named Hu heard a large noise, saw a fallen concrete block, an overturned motorcycle and a stopped lorry. Hu called the police after observing the scene from a bridge over the AYE. Emergency services accessed the situation, but the motorcyclist was not moved to an ambulance. A blue tent was set up at the accident site. Police investigations are currently ongoing. It is the holiday season, everyone loves online shopping, and when you see a great deal online, like Mr. Wu right here, mostly will go like, oh man, I don't want to miss this. So Mr. Wu saw this advertisement online on TikTok for an Onitsuka Tiger Mexico 66 sneakers, priced at 99 cents. I said cents, not dollars, okay? This is much lower than the $190 listed price on the official Singapore website, okay? So people, first of all, when you see something like this, when something is too good to be true, it most likely is too good to be true, you know? You should be going, something is not right here. This is very suspicious. Instead of going, I need to buy one now. Let's get this now. I mean, just think about it. Something they're selling for $190, they're selling it to you for a mere fraction. Even counterfeit products are being sold more than 99 cents. How are you gonna get something original for 99 cents? It doesn't compute. It doesn't compute at all. When it doesn't compute, you need to have this alertness in you, you know. This is like a clear red flag, and you just happily hop into it, and you happily high-five the red flag. Anyway, he clicked on the ad. Mr. Wu clicked on the ad. It led him to a different website. This is not the typical TikTok purchase flow where pre-saved card details are used. But still, he still focused on the 99 cents Onitsuka sneakers, okay? And he had to enter his card details manually. Another red flag, which he also found unusual. But then, he's already so baited by the 99 cents that he cannot see all the red flags anymore, you know. All he sees just this pair of Onitsuka sneakers right now. And then he was asked to input a one-time password, further deviating from his normal TikTok shopping experience. Once again, 99 cents is all he sees, okay? He then received multiple SMS alerts about transactions. but he didn't check them immediately because he was so elated, so happy. He was like, okay man, I got one great deal, let's keep on with the online shopping spree, you know. So he made several purchases on that day. So it's like he had a lot of SMS coming in. He was like, yeah, you know, I bought a lot of stuff, so I'll just check those SMS later. It was later, 2 days later, he finally realized, how come my account from $2,000, why do I only have $7 left? Because there were multiple unauthorized transactions, okay? Mr. Gu finally realized he's likely a victim of a phishing scam and promptly had his bank freeze his account and cut to prevent further unauthorized transactions. People, please exercise caution in this online shopping period, you know. We all love a great deal, but then, once again, when something is too good to be true, it most likely is. Instead of going, let's FOMO into this, let's buy this immediately, you should be going, I don't trust this, how could something be so cheap? It is selling for $190 in the store right now, but I can buy it for 99 cents? So everyone, please be cautious while shopping online and have a pleasant online shopping experience.